We are here at the Plant Gallery in Denver, Colorado. So let's go take a look. How did you get into the plant industry?
Years ago, I was working in restaurants and I really just wanted like a one-day-a-week joy job. And so I had a friend of a friend who owns a plant store, and she was looking for somebody one day a week. And then from there, COVID happened. I didn't want to work in restaurants anymore, so I went to the greenhouse where we shop at. They needed people, so I worked with them, and then I came here.
That's awesome. Yeah. Do you have like lots of plants at home, or?
No, I've always had a lot of plants at home, even before working in the industry. So,
yeah. What is your favorite plant?
Right now, my Epipremnum amplissumum would probably be my favorite.
Okay, great. Right now I'm setting up a greenhouse. It's my first time ever doing it. What I'm looking for are some like high humidity, good greenhouse, like for indoors, you know, plants. Could you guide me in the right direction?
Yeah. What aesthetic do you like the most? Do you like things that like are long and traily? Do you like things that are upright and bushy? Do you want something that's going to grow into a tree? Something that's going to stay kind of low? Like what's...
These are really good questions. I love it. I think I'm thinking more of like anthurium type, and give me all the information I need about that for sure.
This is the Anthurium superbum, or if you want to be funny, Anthurium superbum. You do great in a greenhouse, do great like under some grow lights. Philodendron Birkin, it is a little bit more finicky of a philodendron. They do prefer to be a little bit drier than people think compared to the long traily philodendrons. So these guys are super chill, but in a high humidity environment like an enclosed greenhouse, they would do really, really well. But really bright light is essential to keep that variegation nice and vivid.
Can you tell me more about this plant?
Okay, so this is Selaginella, or frosty fern. It's not a true fern, it's a spike moss. These guys are dramatic. They will be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And then you give them some water and they perk back up. Yeah, so they're great communicators, very, very, very resilient. They love to be watered. So if you're the kind of person who's like, I want to interact with my plant like every few days, this is a great guy, because they're just like, give them all of the water and they will be so happy.
What's the humidity level, or does it really even matter? Is it not super sensitive to that kind of thing?
So they're not super sensitive. The other thing to keep in mind about humidity is that like truly for any plant to benefit from humidity, you're gonna need to keep your place like 80 to 90 degrees. The most important thing is to keep your roots properly hydrated. Okay. If you keep your roots hydrated, we don't have to worry about the leaves. We don't have to worry about adding anything in. But like I said earlier, like there's not going to be any issue. Like anybody that wants to is going to be fine in that greenhouse. Okay. It's just not a required thing to add to it. Okay. Just staying on top of your water is the most important thing for any plant all across the board, no matter where they come from. So
got it. One last question regarding the greenhouse. We have a high humidity and we have like a low temperature. Is that going to like promote mold to grow? Is that why you got to keep it at that high like heat level?
But it's just about like the pores being open and closed and what they're used to in their natural environment, because all plants have these little pores on them. They're called stomatas. They open and close with heat and daytime temps and stuff like that. So they open and close doing cellular respiration. That's where that like gas exchange comes from, but also water exchange, and heat is kind of opening them up. But one of the big kickers, if you do have like a fully enclosed greenhouse, is that you do have good airflow, because without good airflow, that's when mold would be more likely to produce and all that kind of stuff. So regular cleaning, maintenance, all that kind of stuff, sterilization, those are really important with greenhouses.
Great. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what I want. This catches my eye, maybe not for the greenhouse, but it is so adorable and I love it. Here, like, oh my gosh, look at those leaves. Also interested in this because I've always wanted one, so we'll see if we end up coming out with that. 100% you have to come. 10 out of 10. I've never been in a plant shop where I've received so much information about plants I did not know anything about. So come out if you're new to plants or been in plants for years. It's a dime.